All right, so first things first, your boy got his white coat. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's definitely been a long way coming to get that white coat. I'm currently at Towson University right now. For those who don't know, I actually went to Towson University and I graduated from here. And this was something that I used to think about all the time when I was at this school, like in some of these very rooms, thinking about, getting my white coat. And it's definitely been a dream come true, to say the least. So that was a really great experience. I had my family there, my fiance was there, and it was just really overwhelming. I was very overwhelmed with joy, and then also with anticipation of what's to come next. I feel like in dental school and just in healthcare in period, we really focus on what's next, what's the next steps, and that's something that's been nagging my mind for me recently because time is moving so swiftly. It seemed like yesterday I was in D1 year, and those vlogs are really, really historic because just going back and watching them and see how we were struggling to wax up, and then now we're actually working with patients is definitely a long way coming. But with that being said, though, not everything has been sunshine and rainbows for me, specifically during D3 years so far. I would say this year has definitely been the most challenging year, but it's been the most challenging for reasons that I didn't really expect. So first things first, I actually got promoted at my job that I work at. For many of you guys who don't know, I am a academic consultant, and I work about maybe 15 to 20 hours a week, or worked 15 to 20 hours a week doing academic consulting during that time. And what I would do is I would meet with like pre-med students, pre-dental students, medical students, and different students to talk about interview strategies. We would talk about application reviews. We would go over timelines for them, and all these other different things, just generally consulting. And this is a position not only that I love to do because I love learning more about the professions, but I also love helping students get to where they want to be. To make a long story short, I got offered a position to be a manager for the content team, and that position is a full-time position, and they were definitely going to be paying me a great salary. And I say the term salary because that's what it was. It was a pretty good amount of money. But obviously dental school was my number one priority, so I turned that down, and I'm just a content creator now, which is also making great money. And when I say content creator, I'm a content creator for the company I work with, not specifically talking about YouTube here. So for that company, I also became a content creator, and they're paying me really great for that as well. So I'm balancing consulting, which are the regular hours I typically do, which is like 15 to 20 hours. And then on top of that, also doing content creation, which is probably like another, maybe on average 10 hours a week. Just for full transparency, I'm making some pretty good money. And I was really focused on, okay, I need to optimize my hours at work this week. So I was putting off, doing certain things that I need to do in school. One of them being practicing for my competency that I ended up failing in fixed prosthodontics. So we had a competency, which for those who may not know what a competency is, it's like a test that comes up, and the test is not specifically a computer test or like a academic test. It's more so of like, okay, well, prepare this tooth for a PFM crown, and that's porcelain infused to metal for those who don't know. I practiced once, so don't get me wrong. I thought I did pretty good, and I thought my prep was pretty good as well. I was confident in what I turned in, but apparently that wasn't good enough. But to make a long story short, I felt like a lot of my time has been focused on working and making more money and putting more money into things like wedding savings funds and things like retirement funds and all this other stuff that's really not important for right now. So with that being said, I definitely shifted my schedule a little bit so that way I'm also able to keep up with my workflow, but I'm able to prioritize school the way it needs to be prioritized. In addition to that though, clinic is definitely one of the biggest milestones in dental school, and I don't know why people think that the first year is the most challenging year. Personally, I think it's the third year that's more so challenging, and I say that because you're not only the manager of yourself, but you're also the manager of your patients. And for someone like myself, I think I can learn things pretty quickly. When it comes to academic stuff, I can read it, I can study it, I'll look at it 3 specific times, and then once I look at it that third time, I got it. With clinic, you have to be really on top of your schedule. And for me, my schedule kind of fluctuates a little bit. There are certain things I want to get done in a day. And when I'm trying to schedule out patients 2 to 3 weeks in advance, and I need to figure out what procedures they need to get done, and I need to make sure that I'm coordinating with them, and then like sometimes patients don't show up. So like there's a lot of things you have to balance when it comes to clinic. And then we're not even talking about the fact that you need to be competent when you're there, right? You need to know what you're doing. You need to know how to do it efficiently. So with that being said, going back, reviewing previous notes and making sure that I'm competent while also organizing my work schedule, organizing my school schedule, because we still have classes and we still have exams that we have to take. So organizing all those things on top of also, planning this engagement party and planning this wedding with my fiance and, just life stuff like cars and, rent, whatever the case may be, right? Like focusing on all these different things, I found that I, for a second, thought I bit off more than I could chew. I was like, whoa, like there's a lot going on. I'm being pulled in all these different directions. I need to take some time to just focus on what needs to like really be done here. So I had to take some time to just step back. I took some days away from like making YouTube videos, you know, a lot of pressure coming from, you know, the decision of whether or not I want to do a specialty or not. And, you know, I had a really great conversation with myself and, you know, some of my mentors. And I just realized that, you know, I'm in such a blessed position in life, you know, to even be having such great opportunities. And for a second, my perspective was shifting from, oh, well, this is happening to me, to this is something that I get to do. This is something that I get to, you know, embark on. And I'm starting to see things much more positively than I did initially. Instead of seeing the clinic as a task, I now see it as an opportunity. And I feel like this shift has definitely helped me with not being, or with the job not feeling as laborious as it can be at times. So yeah, with that being said, you know, things have been going well. I retook the competency. I'm not too sure if I passed it or not the second time, but I'm quite sure I did because I had to really lock in for that. I took another competency, which I did really well on. That was for a treatment planning class, which I was happy about that. And, you know, we're just continuing to make progress every single day, you know, and I'm striving to be much more organized when it comes to my patients. I think that, you know, being a provider and serving in that role is definitely a unique opportunity that many people would never get the experience of having. And I'm super excited to be put in that role here. So that's another thing I'm super excited about. But yeah, you know, that's just the brief update for what's been going on right now. I'm definitely going to be coming out with more day in the life vlogs and also answering some of your all's questions just so to keep it completely transparent with you guys about, you know, what it's like at the University of Maryland School of Dentistry, you know, and just the real life behind dental school in general. I think those are all the updates I have for you guys for right now. You know, right now I'm just focusing on, you know, keeping up with my clinic stuff, being good in school, stuff like that. I am also working on creating a fitness community because for those who may not know, I was able to lose over 100 pounds during my tenure in dental school so far. And I plan on continuing to keep this trajectory going because, you know, the fitness is more than just the physical aspect, but it also renews the mind, at least for me. And it's something that I've been able to find like mental clarity and, you know, it's helped me continue to build that confidence. So I want to share that with people and I want to, you know, let you all know how it's something that's possible, even if you have a very, very busy schedule like myself and many others who are in professional school. So if you found this video helpful, if you appreciate the update, whatever the case may be, drop a comment, hit that like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. The goal for the end of this year by January is to get to 1,000 subscribers. We're very, very close. So if you can send this to a friend, wherever the case may be, that would be awesome. But with that being said, I'm gonna see you all in a few. I'm gonna be coming back with some new videos. We're gonna be talking about clinic life. We're gonna be talking about other things as well. And I'm gonna be giving you guys some perspective into, you know, what my brother's doing and what my fiance is doing because, you know, they've been a part of this journey as well throughout the duration of this time. So right now, I gotta head out because my sister has a show here at the school. That's another reason why I'm here, because she sings in like the a cappella choir or something like that. So I'm gonna show up for her and, you know, just spend some time with the family. I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you again for your support. Peace.